how to manifest a text message, email, or phone call from a specific person. I've done this countless times and I want to break it down so you can manifest a text message, phone call, or meeting with a specific person using the law of attraction. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com. Here we go. So I've done this countless times, whether it's a text message, a phone call, an email. I've manifested everything from conversations with mentors, friendships, business relationships, and you can do the same. But it's important to understand that basically, as we've talked about in this channel, everything is energy. So I'm energy and you're energy. We're actually, if you look under a powerful enough microscope, that's all you are and that's all I am. Albert Einstein said that particles don't create other particles, they all come from a source. So technically you and I are all one. And so that being so, you can use thought transference in order to communicate with another person's energy field. And so the ways that I do this is whether it's a text message or a phone call or an email, is I'm in the space so much so that not only do I tell myself that it's already happened, but I feel it in my body. Have you ever been so sure about something that you could literally feel it in your body? It's like this energy wave that moves through you and you just feel as if it's already happened. And that's what needs to take place, because the thing that's stopping the thought transference from taking place for your energy field to communicate with somebody else, is the thing that stops that is disbelief. That's what sends an incoherent energy. So if you look at your thought transference like a laser, how do you make a powerful laser that shoots, 400 or 500 yards and you can mark it on your friend's body from 400 or 500 yards away? You have a coherent signal, coherent light signal. Well, the same is so for your energy. It needs to be coherent. So disbelief knocks that out of the water right away. And so I move into this place where I'm feeling it in my body. Like there's a person that emailed me yesterday and they said they were using one of my meditations and it became so real to them that they started crying. Like everything in their life had already happened within their mind and their body was feeling the ramifications of that. And that's what needs to start to take place. And so I'll communicate, thank you so much, universe, that this has happened, that I met this person, that this thing take place. And I'll move into that energy. Like I was manifesting a business relationship with somebody that lived out of state, and I had pummeled them with emails and I wasn't getting any responses. And so I stepped away from physically trying to communicate with them and I dropped into the energy and I could see myself with them, and I was so like jumping up and down in my visualization, like, whoa! I like telling them like, I manifested this was gonna happen, and da 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 da. And then I went to yoga class, and on my way to yoga class, I almost didn't go because I was almost late. There was red lights everywhere, so I almost turned around, but I somehow talked myself into continuing to go. And I go into the locker room and change, and when I come out to walk into the room, I bump shoulders with somebody, and sorry about that, man, sorry about that. And I look up and it's the guy. He doesn't even live in the state. I was like, what are you doing here? And he said he was just visiting one of his family members. It was their birthday and he was just in town for a couple days. Boom! It created a business relationship just like that. And so I'll sit for 2-3 minutes a couple times a day where I'll call onto the screen of my mind, actually interacting with this person, actually having a conversation or whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest. You sit there as if you're already in communication, and you spend time and you evoke the emotions that you evoke the images that will create the emotions in your body. Now this is so important, because unless you're evoking that, it's almost impossible. So I'll sit there and I'll imagine the text message coming. I'll imagine the phone call before it's actually happened. And I won't do this once. I'll do this day after day after day after day. And I'll get into a place where I'm starting to develop that type of thing. But here's the big kicker. Now, a lot of times we want to attract a certain person into our life, but what happens is we're so attached to it happening that we actually move into a place of lack. We want it so bad that we actually block it from happening. And the big thing here is when you're manifesting something like this, it's that you have decided to just generally be happy just because you can be happy. If your happiness is contingent upon meeting this person, then you're not in a vibrational match to send out a strong, coherent energy signal, a strong thought transference. Because unconsciously, other people pick up on that type of stuff. So if you're sending out this, I really need this, and oh, I wish this would have happened, and oh, I really need this person. Unconsciously, the other person picks that up. They aren't consciously aware of it, but we have a subconscious mind that has 65,000 thoughts in a day, and it's processing billions of bits of information every second. So it can pick that energy frequency up, and it can block you from attracting. So you got to make the decision that you're going to be happy no matter what. So you sit there, you imagine it, and you go out and you have a happy day. You have a joyful day. You do whatever it is you're going to do. Like, I remember one time I wanted to manifest a phone call from one of my mentors, Bob Proctor, and I haven't spoken to him in a long time. And so what did I do? I got on his frequency. I turned on one of his programs, The Science of Getting Rich. I parked at my favorite place where I overlooked the ocean, and I just listened to it. I was so happy. I was like, I don't even care if Bob doesn't have time to call me for another month or something. He's busy. And I just sat there in that energy. I kid you not. My phone starts ringing and it blocks the music because I have it playing on the multimedia factor of my car. I look at it, it's Bob Proctor. Hey Bob, what's up? Guess what I was just doing? I was just listening to your audio program for the last 30 minutes. That happens to me so many times, and it can happen to you. And what's important is continuously, you've made it in your mind and you're giving thanks for it. Thank you, universe, this is already happening. Thank you, universe, that this is already happening. So I'm wishing that this speaks to you. Just a few simple steps here. And so remember that no matter what does or does not come into your life, you can be happy. Because you may even manifest the communication or the interaction with the person, but it ends up not being the romantic relationship, the friendship, or the business relationship you're looking for. And then if that happens and you get let down, then it's like, oh. But if you're happy for no reason, no person can ever take it away from you. And then you can co-create with the universe to attract the desirable people into your life with no attachments. And that's the coolest thing that I think is out there about manifesting what you want. So download my free success hypnosis down below, jakeshypnosis.com, to program your subconscious mind for success, for abundance, and for prosperity, because our world has conditioned us for the opposite. We have to train the subconscious mind. jakeshypnosis.com. Comment down below one of your best stories of attracting somebody in your life through text, through email, through phone call, and let me know how this method works for you. Press the subscribe button in the corner if this speaks to you. Give it the thumbs up as well. I'm so excited because we finished the Second Mind Neuro Programmer, which is a piece of software that's designed to literally rewire the brain. Every time we have a belief, what happens is that the brain cells wire together. Our brain gets hardwired for lack and limitations. And so we created this, we've been working on it forever, and we created this piece of technology designed in order to rewire the brain. You can demo that. It's thesecondmind.com, down below, The Second Mind. Wishing you an awesome day. Let me know how this works for you. You can attract any person into your life through text, through phone, through email. Why? Because we're all the same energy, and if you can get on the same frequency as them and be unattached to it, then you can send a thought transference that will create the interaction that you're looking for.